Ready.
Okay.
Hit the record button.
You're hitting the record button?
I hit the record button.
Okay, good. Okay. So, we're picking up the night after your previous session. So, when you guys were in the cleric's class the day before, Cleric Wrathborn, you were able to steal both a soul sealing spell sheet or a spell scroll, and you're also able to take a crystal ball, which means you have the elements to find and capture Douchey in order to get your ectoplasm. However, you do need to find Douchey first.
Well, do we know where he normally hangs out?
Well, Kane relayed to you before that he was punched in the balls while taking a piss in the bathroom, so that's really the only place that you know of at the moment, unless you want to ask Boggle, who is also there with you.
We can
The only
try
one
the
who is not there is the barbarian, because the barbarian unfortunately slept through his alarm.
So why don't we check the bathrooms first? We'll send Boggle in first to go get him out.
Oh, no. He's already pranked me. He doesn't like pranking people twice, especially not in the same way.
Moko, what was your character's name? Oh, Snapfire. Snapfire,
Yep.
you go in. Or send your cat in.
Yeah. Muffin Top's going in. Muffin Top's going covert.
Okay, Muffin Top's going covert. So Muffin Top goes up to the bathroom door, and I forget, Muffin Top a he or she?
Muffin Top is a guy.
Okay. So, oh yeah, right, the erection ring. So Muffin Top proceeds to put on a Kevlar army helmet and some goggles and shit and some night vision crap, and he just waltzes his way in there. So he just sort of looks around the bathroom. Keep in mind, all of you guys are just sort of like peering from the door, like looking through the crack, basically, to like see what happens. So, Boko, I'm gonna for the sake of this, I'm gonna allow you to control Muffin Top.
I've been doing that thing where we're all standing like on top of each other, like so everybody
Pretty
peeking in
much.
from the same side.
Pretty much, yeah. You're all jockeying for position.
Okay, well I guess with Muffin Top he's gonna be using. I can't remember. Does he have keen senses?
He's a cat, so yeah.
Yeah, so just D&D cat because I need to look up what it was. Yeah.
It was like a lynx thing, wasn't it?
He's a lynx.
Yeah, but that counts as a cat in the thing.
Yeah, it's a familiar, but yeah, it counts as like a bobcat or a lynx.
Oh yeah,
cat.
Keen Smell has advantage on wisdom and perception checks.
Okay, cool.
Smell. So he's going to try to smell if he can smell the ectoplasm or smell something.
Okay. So you can do that.
Wisdom roll.
Yep.
Advantage. Wisdom roll with advantage.
Yep. Advantage means you get to roll twice and pick the higher number.
Yeah, but he has a +1 to wisdom rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, one is a nat 20 and the other one's a nat 1.
How?
Wow.
I mean, okay, so we're going with the nat 20, obviously.
Going with the nat 20. All right, so the cat. So you know all those stories about how cats can kind of see spirits and shit like that. So the cat literally walks over to a trash can that's in the corner of the room, and he looks over at the door at all of you, and then takes one of his paws and points at the trash can.
Well, I guess we found him. What did he say, Snapfire?
I think he wants something in the trash bin.
Let's go. That must be where it is.
All right, so you guys are going to go in the room, and what are you going to do to the trash can?
Do we have to see it to use the spell, or can we try using the spell in the trash can to get the soul?
Well, what did I learn from the book that I was told to read? The paranormal imprisonment, life beyond the crystal, I think is what it was called.
Roll me an intelligence check. We'll see how much of it
There is no way in hell you managed to remember that entire name.
No, I believe that actually was what it was. So roll an intelligence check for me, and we'll see how much of it you retained.
Did it roll?
It did not.
No.
Why
You
isn't
have
it
to
rolling?
you have to roll it inside the big square to the left. So if you roll on
I
the
mean,
map,
I
it doesn't do it.
am.
Yeah,
Is it
it's
being
working
funky
before.
for you again? Do you want to just tell us what you rolled?
Which time? The last
Whichever
time
one
I
was
rolled,
better. That's how I usually go with it.
that last time was 12.
Oh, that's why. Well, yeah, no, you rolled earlier. Why the hell didn't that work?
Share your screen.
Did
Was
mine
that
work?
you?
No, that
Yeah.
was me just seeing if it was the game. Okay, so
Yeah,
mine-
like-
mine.
you can roll.
Try
Oh,
resizing.
there you are.
Oh,
You're also
seriously?
rolling. Well, you're rolling a d12, so no, you need a d20.
That was a test, though. Did you have to change your dice type? Could that have been
It's
it?
glitching. It won't stay inside the box.
Do you want to turn? Do you want to restart the program?
you can type it into the box, to the chat box as well. I believe it's Mocha, what is it? Roll dash d20.
Yeah, I think it's like /roll 1d20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe it's the exclamation mark roll 1d20. It's one of those.
Yep, that's what you do. /roll 1d20 with a space between the roll and the
Oh.
1d20.
So,
I'll put it in the chat. I'll
Um,
put it in general chat for you.
okay, thank you.
That's what you put.
Oh.
That's what I just tested.
Cool. Okay.
15.
And your intelligence is a +1. You said, correct?
I have no clue. Spent all my time trying to roll a dice. It is intelligent. +2.
All right, so that's 17. So you retained most of the information. So basically, the stipulation is the entity cannot be possessing an object if you are going to seal it. It has to be free from an object and in space. So if Douchey is possessing the trash can, you have to get his ass out of the trash can.
Okay. So I whisper, to, I guess, Purity, we need to get it out of the trash can.
That should be fairly easy. Just gonna kind of push Snapfire by the trash can and whisper, "Go piss it off. Go throw weed or something at it."
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and like try and like pull the trash can closer to us.
Okay.
None of us
you're
are
gonna
willing
cast
to
Mage
actually go
Hand.
near it.
All right, you're gonna cast. Okay, so you cast Mage Hand and you grow a Mage Hand out of your back, basically. And you're gonna grab that, and I believe that has a 15-foot reach, correct?
I'd have to look it up.
Want me to look it up for you?
I'm looking. Mage Hand.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, yeah, so 20 foot. Okay,
30,
so 20,
30 feet. On,
yeah, it's
on
30
my end,
feet,
it says
yeah.
30 feet, yeah.
That is correct, yeah. All right, so yeah, you can pull that trash can from the other side of the room towards you if you would like.
Yep.
So you grab the trash can, and as you start pulling the trash can with the Mage Hand, it starts to wriggle around. It starts to resist, and then you hear a come out of the trash can.
You kind of broke up. We didn't hear it.
Stupid fuckers!
Oh no, it's a gnome.
Oh God, it's a mouse.
I am a halfling, you piece of shit! And technically, I'm a ghost.
Sucks to
Oh,
be
no.
you.
It's a gnome.
Okay.
I resent that. We're not like
here's
them.
So here's what Douchey is going to... Yeah, you're right. Halflings are more high than you. All right, so Douchey, I'm going to roll a Constitution save for him. All right, that's a 7, so that's
You
not too
almost
great.
had a
So-
1.
Almost did have a 1, yes. So that's not that great, but what he's going to do is he's going to open his, like, lid, and he's just going to shoot whatever's in the trash can at you guys at the door.
Let me see if I have anything to...
My character shouts, use fire!
No, we don't. That would be very bad. I only have water.
Oh.
All right, so he's aiming with that. That's a dexterity check. And since
Can
he's
I
a
use
ghost-
water to make a shield?
No.
Damn. I tried.
So he's going to shoot whatever's in that trash can. So that is a 14. So that's going to aim generally at the door. But I'm going to roll to see how gross whatever's in that trash can is. The lower the number, the grosser it is.
Please be a 20.
Nope, that's an 18. Okay, so it's mostly just drying paper towels and stuff like that. But he spews all those at you, which is still not pleasant because it's a trash can. And then as soon as that's done, you see the trash can lid pop off, and Douchey's spirit flies out of it and into the main part of the room.
Now.
All right, I'm gonna say the spell.
All right,
Hold up the crystal.
All right, you open the scroll and say the spell. After a second, a beam of light shoots out from the scroll, catching Douchey's spirit. Now you're going to have to roll me. I believe last time I had it be okay, Arch is on his way home. All right, so basically what's happening is that his soul is now kind of trapped, but you have to get him into the crystal. And I believe last time when I did that, I said you had to roll a wisdom save.
I'm fine with this.
To get him in there. So you're going to have to roll a wisdom save, and you have to roll against him, because he's going to be resisting you.
But since I'm helping with the crystal, shouldn't she get to roll with advantage?
I'll say yeah. So you can roll one more time, take the higher.
Okay. Mother.
You definitely want the 12.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Douchey outrolled you. So as you start bringing Douchey closer to the crystal ball, he's able to break free, but you've weakened him to an extent. It doesn't look like he can escape, and his incorporealness is kind of questionable at the moment. So he may be susceptible to other forms of spells.
Get the trap. Let's see.
I have.
Calm emotions wouldn't do anything to him, right?
He's not terribly distraught, so no.
I figured he'd be pissed.
I mean, he's not inside anything yet. You haven't killed him.
Yet.
From what I read in the book, do I know how to get the ectoplasm?
You have to kill him.
Oh, you have to actually kill him.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Or carve off a piece of his soul.
So theoretically, does animate dead work on ghosts?
No.
Damn.
You need an actual physical corpse in order to animate dead.
So we just have to
I
injure him?
mean, we just have to get some ectoplasm technique.
Yeah,
You could
basically
put him off.
you have to cut a piece of him off or kill him and collect it. One of the two.
Would Sound Blast affect him? Or is this like Pokemon where it has to be an elemental thing?
Sound Blast may disorient him, but it's not going to cause him any physical damage.
If I
what about
disorientate
my
him, you
one?
guys can injure him. Or we could try trapping him again once he's disorientated.
I know I have a wand that can cast magic missile.
That would work.
I love you so much, Kim.
Don't you have several that do that?
Yeah, but I'm
mean-
using my weaker one.
Are you just
Okay.
gonna... You
I mean,
have
I
to
also-
yell
I
magic
also have
missile,
magic
magic
missile.
missile.
If
I
you
also
guys
do have
want to do that, go for it. It'll hit. Kane,
Alright,
you
I'm
can
gonna
do split two if
disorientate him.
want.
You hit him with magic missile.
Kane, do you want to do anything?
I think I'm okay. I think I'll just watch for now.
You can sit there and watch.
Yeah,
They're getting your revenge for you.
Yeah, exactly.
We will avenge your balls.
Okay, random +5 for an attribute. Okay. All right, so next time there's an attribute roll, Purity, you'll get a +5 to it. Also, for everybody in the chat, you guys can put forward for people to find items and shenanigans like that, because we do still have plenty of them on the list to choose from. And some of them are funnier than others.
Okay, so what do I roll for Sound Blast?
Well, what does the spell say?
I just have deals 1d8 sonic damage to subject. May stun them.
Okay, so that's what it is. So
okay.
It's a hang on a second, because I don't think you really have to. I believe it's sound burst.
Oh,
Yeah, sound burst. Okay.
I don't know why I read it wrong.
Every creature in that area takes one. Okay, so that is a radius.
Okay, that
That's
would
an
be
A-
bad for
that's a-
everybody then.
Yeah, that's an AoE effect.
Never
so that means
mind,
you're gonna
never
affect
mind.
everybody in that room.
Kim, use magic missile. I'll use the scroll again once he's down.
Well, you've already used the scroll.
Whoa,
He
it's a
broke
one-time
3 of
thing?
Yeah, it's a one-time use.
Ah, fuck. I didn't know that.
So magic missile says I just roll 1d4 plus
It's
1.
it's an auto hit.
Okay. So 3.
Okay, so you do 3 damage. So you hit him with a magic missile, and it looks like it hurts his shoulder. It impacts. You can definitely see it impact. He starts grabbing his arm as you see like green liquid start leaking out of his ghost body.
There it is. We need that.
Besides, punch that guy in the balls.
You are breaking up real bad when you do that, boys.
Oh God, it hurts. Ah, God, what did I ever do to you?
You hit our friend in the balls, and it's no. We don't really care about that. We just need the ectoplasm.
To be fair, I care about that.
It was funny.
Okay, this is gonna be funny now. Hang on a second. So, hang on. So, Moko, do you also want to use magic missile on him?
Nah, I'm good for now.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Attack him. I got nothing. Unless I want to hurt everybody.
So let's.
Oh, wait,
let's
I have
just-
Doom. Oh, that's okay. That's if he's going to attack us.
I'm just gonna look up what this thing does.
What
God,
is it?
I am a shitty character.
One of my spells.
What is the spell?
Incantation. Oh, it's an arrow. Okay.
Would my crossbow theoretically work on him or no, because it's a ghost?
No, it would not because he's a
Oh,
ghost.
thank
It would
God.
cast directly through
I
him.
don't have to lose a finger
So
tonight.
if I cast Melv's acid arrow at him, it's gonna. If it hits, it's gonna melt off a piece of him or something, right?
Can you say what that spell is again?
Melv's MLEF acid arrow. It's really, really
Okay, man.
Melv's acid arrow.
Yeah,
Meals.
okay. Yeah, Melf acid arrow. Yeah, acid arrow would work against him. It's a magical acid, so yes.
So I'm gonna cast that one. That's a 90 feet of range.
Damn.
Yeah, the only other thing is that you will have to roll to hit on that. That is going to be a range. It's just going to be a normal attack roll.
Oh, I threw it outside of the thing. And turned into a 19. Wow, okay.
That's also a D12.
What? I put the D20. That was still a 3. So first I had a 19, and it didn't register the 19, so it gave me 2 3s instead.
I'll give you one mulligan.
Okay. Let me see. Get me that one. I don't know.
Yeah,
All
that's
right, you got
better.
all right, you got an 11, and that's also plus your base attack bonus.
Oh.
You know, Boggle
10.
could help too.
No, Boggle's just kind of sitting there. He's not really. He's more of the planning type and less the
So
actual
that's
effectively circulating.
Wait,
I'm gonna
so
torture
I
him
would've
later.
I would have rolled a 16 then.
Okay, so that will hit. And then you will roll the damage, which is 2d4.
No, it's 4d4 and then 2d4.
Okay. Well, then just roll 6d4 then, just as a total damage. I know it's supposed to be the next turn, but... Alright, so that's 15 damage of acid damage directly to him. So you see the acid arrow shoot from Moko's hand, and it impacts Douchey right in his chest. And as that happens, the acid begins to spread out. It looks almost like the arrow is stuck in midair, but it's actually stuck in his chest because he's kind of disappearing and reappearing at the same time. And as that acid spreads out, it starts to eat away his body until there's nothing left but a ghostly hat and a pile of goop on the ground.
Perfect. Can I? Oh shit! Did anyone bring a vial?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Are you going to use the bong again?
I was about to, do you want me to put it in the condom? Do you want me to put it in a bong or in the condoms?
The thing that's already clean.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
so
would be
technically
preferable.
neither.
Condom, okay.
Well, it's
Okay.
unused.
As
I
far
have
as
a
you know.
picture of Boggle on the screen now, everybody.
Better be unused. Don't compromise our.
Why would you be carrying a used one? Is the better question, though. That's the
Because
real
we have
thing.
really weird wizards, let's face it.
Why you got that weird shaped water balloon? Wait.
Because I'm gonna throw it at it. It's a ranged weapon. It disarms the enemy for 1d4 turns.
Sure. All right.
Oh god.
Okay. So
I cast Bukake.
all right. So what are you? All right. So are you using the condom or the bomb?
I'm gonna scoop it inside a condom.
All right.
In
So
the
same
box,
thing
of
that you did with the blood, basically. All right. So roll me a dexterity check to see how well you do this.
Really?
Wait, what? What?
Does he have the
Dexterity
shakes
check.
or something?
Let's see.
He's stoned 24/7. I have to make him do dexterity checks on anything that involves more than basic thought.
Fair enough.
Oh, my
Dex is
D20 is
+4.
actually gone.
What?
That was strange.
How did you manage to fuck that?
Check your settings, Kim. Click your dice settings. You might have unclicked it.
It's possible. There is a UI.
Yep,
Okay.
it was unclicked.
Yep, I've
Okay.
done that too. It took me a minute or two to figure it out too.
So this
All
whole
right.
time I haven't rolled a D20.
If that got
no,
picked up on the
when
mic,
you
I'm
did
assuming yes.
when you did the
The type.
type in one, you did.
Yeah.
All right, so Moko, so you rolled a 17, so that's enough. So you're able to go down there and you scoop up a healthy serving of ectoplasm into one of the unused condoms and tie it up so that way it's like a little water balloon full of, ghost goop. I don't know if you want to collect the rest of it that's on the floor. There's a good amount of it, to be honest. Or do you want to let the janitor with the massive head injury clean it up?
I was about to say we should probably get moving before Muffin Top starts eating it.
Oh, right. I'll roll to see if he actually tries doing that.
You have issues.
Yeah, no, you're too late. You're too late.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's already eating it.
Is it
And,
going to
another
affect him at all?
Another thing, right? Another thing. I've actually I haven't given him a proper shave yet, so all his fur's also going to be filled with ectoplasm.
Ew.
Yeah, no, it's just like goopy. You're gonna have to give him a bath and a shave.
Snapfire, clean your cat.
No, man.
It's just a puffy ball.
Of slime.
Wow.
Good kitty.
Wow.
Don't you hate that cat? It took your finger.
I mean, I'm amused when I watch it fight Groslab. I'm never saying his name right. Jeez.
You just did.
Oh, did I?
It's
Yeah,
Groslab.
Groslab.
Groslab. Which Groslab should be here any minute at this point.
Kind of sounds like a website you use to look up adult content.
It kind of does.
A little bit, yeah.
Like
It
way
sounds
back in
dirty,
the
doesn't
day.
it? Sounds very dirty.
Back when people used LimeWire.
Oh god, I remember that shit.
Remember Napster?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Original Napster.
I'm gonna download the Legend of
maybe
Zelda
because of this.
soundtrack. Oh no, it's not.
Link, he come to
It's-
town.
Hits part.
Come to safe.
Okay.
The princess.
All right. So, you guys
Haven't
have
heard that in a while.
All right, so you guys have successfully collected the ectoplasm. That means you only have one ingredient remaining, and that is the unicorn horn. And you guys have also been told that Professor Eldor is probably the person to talk to about that because unicorns do not exist on this realm of existence. So Professor Eldor, this isn't like too late. This is probably like right after dinner. So Professor Eldor is still in his office doing paperwork and various other things. You may be able to talk to him now if you would like to.
All right, let's go talk
Let's
to him.
go.
So should we talk to him all together, or just one of us go in?
No,
Yeah.
everybody overload his office and block the door so he can't get out.
I like this idea. Kane's being, what is it, proactive? Is that
mind-
the word?
He does have the ability to send you to another dimension at the snap of a finger, so...
We're also
Yeah.
I'll
idiot
take that
college
risk.
students. We're idiot college
You took
students.
that risk before and you almost got murdered by shit people.
If we can't fucking die by shit, people, what can we do?
Die by shit
Yay.
people. Okay. Alright, so you guys can go in as a group. You know where his office is, and Boggle is also with you, and he knows where it is. So everybody's gonna go in at the same time?
Yeah.
Guess so.
All right. You guys gonna bother knocking, or you just gonna barge in the room?
Let's knock.
I'll try to
Kick the
knock.
door down.
The
With my
door
fist.
down. I
Snapfire,
don't know if
no.
that's what you want to do.
Snapfire, no. I don't want to end up in the fire dimension again. They still are mad at me.
Oh, he's not gonna send you to the fire dimension.
Oh gosh.
He's gonna send you to the fourth dimension.
No, he'll send you to the equivalency of purgatory, and you'll float in nothingness for the remainder of eternity.
We're going to the dungeon, the rotating dungeon.
The rotating dungeon takes up a very, very small portion of that dimension. The rest is literally empty space. Think like the hyperbolic time chamber, but you didn't spawn right next to the door.
For the love of God, someone knock. I'm short.
I knocked.
Oh.
All right. You knock on the door, and you can hear Professor Eldor from the inside. Come in!
Alright, so we're all gonna enter. Hop off my chicken. Hi,
All right,
Professor.
Everybody enters into the room. Oh, hello, students. How are you? Do you have any questions about today's lesson?
We have questions about unicorns.
Unicorn? Oh, well, that's something I haven't seen in a while. So what do you want to know about them?
What dimension they're in, and how easy it is to get a horn?
Well, there's a couple things that I wasn't expecting to be asked today. Unicorns exist in the realm of pointy objects, hence the horn. The other thing is that in order to get the horn, it is actually fused with their skull magically. So what you're going to need is a magical...
Cut off their head!
I'm just
Sorry,
gonna
what were you
cover
saying?
his mouth the best I can. Can you repeat that, Professor?
Did he just say cut off its head?
Yes.
Okay, and he looks at you, he's like, well, I mean, if you wanted to remove more than just the horn, yeah, you could cut off the head, or
I
if you
don't want
want
its
to remove the...
teeth.
I think you need to go to the nurse's office.
Yeah, he's a little special.
I scowl at him. I'd like to not kill the unicorn.
Yeah, we just want the horn. We don't exactly want to kill it.
Okay, well, here's how you go about this, because unicorn horn hasn't been harvested successfully in about 200-300 years after they were put on the trans-dimensional endangered species list.
Oh.
So it's usually a hefty fine if you get caught. But in order to actually remove a horn from a head, you need a magically imbued tool, usually a saw.
Where can we find the saw, Professor?
Oh, well, you can get the saw anywhere. It's just enchanting the proper spell with it. You need a spell of bone rending.
Bone rending.
Okay.
Hmm.
That shouldn't be too terribly hard.
Unfortunately, there aren't any experts of it here. Again, that's kind of a... It was a spell art that, again, was used by a lot of people that enjoyed harvesting the organs of magical creatures and/or other things. And unfortunately, we don't have a very robust necromancy department. It's just so fledgling.
Aww.
I might be able to help you with this. Get the saw, and I might be able to introduce you to somebody who can enchant it properly. But I need to call some people first.
Thank you.
For finding the unicorn, you'll need to go to the realm of pointy things and locate one on your own.
I feel like this realm is going to suck a lot.
I mean, I would wear thick clothing.
Noted.
Where's the realm of things that feel like boobs?
That's called the brothel outside of town.
Alright, I'm going to that realm. Good luck, everybody.
All right,
Get
Kane just
back
walks
here.
off. All right, Kane walks off. He's going to go to the brothel. We'll catch up with him in a minute. Everybody else. So he has given you the information that unicorns reside in the realm of pointy things, and that the only way to remove one is with a magically imbued saw. Or remove a horn, unless you want to cut its head off.
I mean, I can resurrect it either way.
This is true, but again, you still have to find a way to deposit the horn successfully. So you have that information. It's now getting kind of late. So I would assume that you guys are probably going to. Are you going to turn in for the evening, or are you going to do any kind of crazy things before I go to Kane and the brothel?
All the shops are closed, right?
They'll be open for a while. This is kind of like a Saturday night thing where everybody's open till like 11 p.m. It's like 8 o'clock right now.
I
Guys-
asked Boggle if he has any ideas about where we can get a saw.
I was just gonna go to the shop.
To be honest, she's actually probably right. We did give the janitor a severe concussion, so his tool shop should be open.
Perfect. Let's go.
All right, so you guys are gonna go get a saw. Moko, are you gonna go with Kane to the whorehouse? Or are you gonna go with them?
I'm gonna go downtown into the market square, and I'm gonna see if I can find my old childhood friend, first name Mary, last name Jane.
Okay. All right, you're gonna go do that. So I'll say you and Kane leave together, and then he's gonna split off to go to the brothel. You're gonna go to the town square. So I'm gonna do Kane first, then you, then we're gonna go to the saw. So Kane, after traveling with Moko, you split off to go to the local whorehouse, and you go up to the front, and the name on top of it says "The Loose Lips."
Now this is what I get behind.
Kaboom. All right,
I'm
you
gonna
enter.
go in.
All right, you enter into the brothel, and as you enter, the madam approaches you. Oh, look, another wizard from the academy. Are you looking for a good time, young man?
So I'm here for actually kind of a specific time. I want one bad one average one, and one good one, and I want it to be in that order.
Do you want them all at once, or
Can
one
we do it
after
in like
the other?
5-minute intervals?
So you want a 5-minute rotation of 3 different women of varying degrees of, do you mean attractiveness or sexual prowess? Because those are 2 different things.
I can work with both, honestly.
Okay, we're going to go with sexual prowess, because that's cheaper on you. So, the first one, who is the one that is not experienced, is going to cost you roughly 5 gold. The one that is a journeyman is going to cost you 15 gold, and the one that is experienced is going to cost you 40 gold. In total, that is going to give you 60 gold worth of shenanigans, and they will rotate on a 5-minute basis for roughly 2 hours.
I can work with that.
Okay, you give her 60 gold, and she points you to a room upstairs and says that your various women will be with you. Again, anybody who wants to donate for items,
Hold on.
odd items found in a whorehouse are usually very funny, and they're usually
You
warrants
can
a lot
either
of
make
questions.
this an item, or you can make what they want, but this is funny.
I'm about to go crazy in this whole.
You know what? I was planning on doing that anyway. Did somebody donate for that?
Yes, I legit will
Okay.
show you the image of it too.
I don't want to see what that looks
No,
like.
I meant the donation.
Oh. Well, as long as it's more than 300 bits, 300 bits or more, then
Yeah.
it's good for an item.
Yep.
So, all right. So I will give him an item, and I was planning on doing that anyway. So you basically just get a freebie item out of it. So I'm gonna hang on a second. I'm gonna bring up the D100. And Kane, since you're upstairs, this is going to go to you. You'll find this before the horrors enter your room.
Let's go.
So let's see here. All right, let's roll. Let's see here. 25. I don't think we've had that one yet. Okay.
Something tells me it's perfect.
It's gonna
Okay,
be
so this is what's
horrible,
going to
isn't it?
happen. All right, so Kane,
Yes.
as you walk into the room, you see that it's a nicely set up bedroom. You know, it has a mirror, a dresser, there's a couple end tables, a nice big comfy bed, and on the pillow is an after dinner mint.
Damn. Yeah, the whorehouse has got like the Holiday Inn.
Okay, so are you going to do anything with the mint, or are you just going to take it?
I probably should eat it.
Are you going to eat it?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it. I want to eat everything, like the wrapper included.
You
That's
are in a
disgusting,
much
but
more
okay.
awake time today.
That is disgusting, but okay. All right, so Kane, you eat the mint, and now I need to roll 1d4.
Oh no, I'm about to get paralyzed.
No. All right,
Oh,
so that's
that's
a
pretty
1.
good.
So, all right, so this is only going to happen for 1 hour. So, and I'm going to roll a d6 because this is going to be random.
Oh, is this a sex chocolate?
No, it is not.
Damn it!
All right, so Kane, as you as you chew the chocolate and swallow it, you feel an odd sensation in your stomach, and after a second, instead of just tasting mint, you taste something that tastes almost like wood, and after a moment, you realize that you have turned into a hassock for
What
1
the
hour.
fuck is a hassock?
I was about to ask, what's a hassock?
God damn, simpleton.
I'm not gonna deny that, but you should know that too.
Is it?
All
I don't
right.
even
I found what I
I will
think it
send you a
is?
picture
Yeah.
of what a hassock looks like.
Thank you, so I can put it on screen. Because I'm getting really weird things if I type it in.
I don't even know how to spell
It's
it.
it's in general. That's what a hassock is. It's basically just like a fabric footstool.
What?
I didn't know they had names.
Yes, it's called a hassock.
I thought those were called Ottomans.
It is called an ottoman as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I know it
I
as.
have. My parents have one of those.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
they're
what
really
you turn
neat.
into. So that's what
Now
you turn
you are.
into for 1 hour. You do
I'm fine
still
with
have
it.
the ability to talk, by the way.
Come here, baby.
This
Put
is-
your feet on me.
All right, so here's what's going to happen. So, Kane, you have turned into the Ottoman. Keep in mind, you cannot move. You've turned into the Ottoman. So the first girl is the first one that comes in, and it's a relatively unexperienced girl, and it looks like she's a dwarf. A lot of body hair.
Yeah, like a carpet.
Hello, is anybody in here? This is
Down
my
here,
first
baby.
day. Hello,
Down here.
where?
The thing you put your feet on.
Are you inside the hassock?
I am the hassock.
Oh Lord! Somebody played a joke, didn't they? Did
don't-
somebody leave a mint on the pillow?
They did, and I ate it.
Oh Lord! I'm new here, but I hear stories, and apparently there's a wizard out in town who likes to come here and leave funny little joke gifts on the pillows once he's done doing his business. I think you might have run into that a little bit, but I mean, I can still do stuff for you. You still got 2 hours.
Yeah, grab the varnish and start rubbing my legs.
Varnish. Hang on a second. All right, so she's gonna roll a crafting check to try and like varnish him. But all right, so she got a 17. All right, so she basically what she does is she takes like a towel from the laundry like bathroom area, like a hand towel, and she then spits on it and starts like shining the like little nubby legs of your hassock. I'm gonna have you roll. I'm gonna have you roll a d20 to see how sexually pleasuring this is.
I've been a bad fucking table.
Oh yeah,
Like-
you've been a bad table, aren't you? I'm gonna
Like-
cut a hole in your upholstery.
Like if he does a bad saving throw, does he get affected with that ancient curse known as syphilis?
Can you get syphilis as a table or a cassock?
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
He gets termites.
Oh God, that might be
That's even
worse.
worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's evil.
Nothing rolled.
He just gets a bunch of mold.
Did you roll?
Oh, am I supposed to roll? I thought you were rolling.
No,
my
you're
bad.
supposed to roll. You're the
No,
Okay,
no, no.
just
you
a
have,
straight-
You have, yeah, just a straight d20 to see how pleased you are.
Okay, let's go. I thought you were doing it. Okay. Oh, that's not
All right,
terrible.
All right, so a little above average. You're getting something. It's kind of like rubbing your nipples.
I'm a little stiff.
I'm gonna
All
die.
right, so you're doing okay. You're doing okay. So that's going to go on for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to come back to you. And so now we're going to go to Moko. So Moko, you are now in the market square, and you are looking for your connection.
The erection.
You already have a ring that does that.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
go-
can. Go ahead.
What is it called? There's a specific store I'm gonna look for.
Coffee shop.
No, I want to go to a
Headshot.
A haberdasher or milliners.
Like an inn?
No, like it's an old-timey word of
Haberdasher for they make
Oh, that's a
hats.
hat. Okay.
A hat shop.
Men's clothing, a hat shop. All right, yeah.
He's trying to be fancy.
Okay, so yeah, you want to go to a clothing shop? There's plenty of those there. Do you want, like, what quality of clothing are you talking? Like upscale, like medium, like average?
I'm thinking, yeah, average shop because I'm basically just wearing a bathrobe right now. I think.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, roll me a search check then to see how good of one you find.
Is that a perception?
It's not perception because perception doesn't technically exist. It would be, I'm gonna call it a
It's I guess
Spot
a search check.
maybe?
I'd say either a search check or if you want to do a spot check because you're looking for it visually with your eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a search check.
Okay.
So that's a
Ooh.
10.
All right, it's still a 10. It's not an absolute failure. You find a relatively decent one. It looks like it's mainly one of those type of things where people rent like clothing for weddings, that type of shit, but they do sell stuff, and it doesn't look terrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and look around and ask for Mary.
Okay, so you go up. There is a tailor behind the counter. It looks like he's working on some kind of a suit, and he looks up at you. Hello, sir. What can I do for you?
Hey man, you seen Mary around?
I'm gonna roll for his intelligence to see if he knows who you're talking about. That's a 10. And his intelligence doesn't get any modifiers because he's kind of stupid, so... Alright, so that's like... Mary... Wellingham?
His last name is Jane.
Oh... Outback.
Okay, thanks, dude.
Would you like a hat?
Oh yeah, I want a hat.
He gives you the choice between a top hat, a bowler derby, or an Asian rice hat.
Oh God.
Why excited would he have that? But so he doesn't. I was thinking of. I want something with like a pheasant feather in it, like a tree. Like
Oh, you want like a... Okay, you want like a musketeer's hat? Alright, he goes under his
Or
counter
a
and he...
pimp hat.
Alright, Oh, do you want the leather skin pimp? The leopard skin pimp hat?
I want both. You know what? I want one made out of like a beaver or something. Or like
Alright.
a David Crockett hat.
A Davy Crockett hat, that's a raccoon skin.
Yeah, but that kind of like with the tail is hanging on the side and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but that is it's raccoon. All right, so he goes under the counter and he gives you a raccoon skin hat. He says that it's relatively common. It's probably about 20 silver. And then he takes out this bright purple pimp hat with a leopard skin looking rim around the circumference of the hat, and a nice big ass like peacock feather sticking out of the top.
Nice.
Let me
We
go
call
find a
this
pimp hat.
one the backhand special.
Oh my boy.
And he says that one is going to be about 5 gold.
Okay. I'm gonna buy both of them. I do believe I have enough for that. For both
You
of them.
should have enough, yes. All right, so you give him 5 gold and the 50 silver, and he gives you the raccoon skin hat and the pimp hat.
I'm gonna
And
put
then
on
he
the
said,
raccoon hat.
and then he sends you out behind the building to go buy your drugs.
Yeah, boy.
I literally found the one you described too.
Yeah, I know because it's a very common design. All right, so Moko, you leave the hat shop with your new hats. Are you going to wear one of them, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, put the pimp hat on the cat.
Hang on a second. What did you
I
say,
put
Moko?
I put the raccoon hat on myself, and then I'm gonna carry around the. It's just in my inventory for now.
Oh, why don't
Okay,
you put the
pimp
pimp
hat.
hat on the cat?
I could technically. Seeing as he still looks like cousin it, I maybe should have gone for the bowler hat.
You can still buy it.
Yeah, but then he's gonna be wearing 2 hats, and that's just silly. So he's wearing the pimp hat, and I'm wearing that raccoon hat. Yes.
Okay, so you're wearing that, and the cat is wearing the pink. So Muffin Top looks up at you and goes, "Meow, meow, 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 meow." He then
Nah,
gives you a little claw thumbs up.
And now technically, I can use the raccoon head to store even more weed.
It is possible, yes. Oh dear lord. Okay, so you guys so all right, so Moko, you go outside and you go around the back of the building. And in the back of the building you find that dark cloaked figure who you normally buy drugs from.
That it.
Oh, hello. Would you like more drugs?
Yeah, it.
All right, well, I have a little bit of a selection this time. Do you need more marijuana, or would you like something a little more potent?
Do you have meth?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, gotta get
Okay, meth
10
is going to
ounces.
be about 15 gold per gram.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna
Okay.
barter for it.
How much are you going to put in?
I'm gonna trade him with this golden band I have.
All right, I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna have you actually. I want you to roll a. No, I'm gonna have him roll appraisal to see how much he thinks it's worth. His appraisal is a +10. Okay, so that's an 18. All right, so he looks at it and then he looks at you. He's like, "Well, for this, I'll throw in a few other things. So let's see here. We'll throw in 3 grams of methamphetamine. What else would you like?"
You got any freaking boneless pizza?
What?
Have any boneless pizza?
Bonus pizza?
Pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, bonus pizza. There is a pizzeria across the street. I don't cook pizza. I sell drugs.
Okay, dude. Do you have any poppy seeds and cocaine?
Let's see here. Oh, yes, no, I have a nice big fat brick of cocaine. Here's an 8-ball for that watch. And I think you can maybe afford one more thing. Actually, I have something special here. Maybe you'd like to try it. I haven't really sold it to very many people. You can be my guinea pig. And he pulls out like what looks like a little crystal disc. This is what we like to call. We haven't really developed a name for it yet. It was created in a lab through a bunch of magical things. Let's just say it makes you see a lot of stuff.
That's the real world equivalent of like mushrooms and of fantasy, I suppose.
It's the equivalency of DMT.
Damn.
But I just want heroin and cocaine, man. I
He
want to
doesn't
make it.
have any of the heroin, but he already threw in an 8-ball of cocaine.
Okay, but that's it. Yeah, so I wanted to make a speedball,
Okay.
but you can't do that because I'm needing poppy seeds. Then
Indeed.
You can probably get
Because
poppy
of
seeds around the
DMT.
school.
possibly, yeah.
Yeah, but then he also has to distill them down into heroin.
Yeah. I mean, that is why we took botany classes, isn't it?
That's why some people did, definitely.
So I'm just gonna take the meth and the 8-ball, and then I'm gonna thank him and leave.
Good doing business with you. Ta-ta.
Nah,
You should have
dude.
taken the new stuff so we could have used it on someone.
You guys can use other things on people as well. All right, so Moko's done his thing. So we're going to go back to Kim, Boggle, and Purity as they go and get the hacksaw. So you guys are able, because you've been in the school a while now, you know where the workshop is for the school janitor / groundskeeper. And he, well, the janitor is it, but this is the groundskeeper, so you know where his tool shop is. So you guys are there, however, the door is locked.
Shoot, does anyone have any lockpicking stuff?
Looking.
This is exactly why I took acid as one of my things, but I'm not there right now.
That is true.
Whose fault is that?
It was
Addiction.
I feel
jam.
like technically it probably could be a couple people.
Yeah.
I have a crowbar.
That's gonna
I
work, isn't it?
mean,
We could try using it.
That's all I have.
It's not like shooting the door is
yeah,
gonna
you
work.
could. It's a crowbar. You can pry open the door with it if you roll a high enough strength check.
Oh, real quick, is the Scroll of Souls still usable, or should I get rid of it in my inventory?
Are you talking about the one that you
Yeah,
were
the
gonna
soul
use in
capture
boot?
one.
Yeah, I told you that's one use.
Okay.
It's out.
I didn't
It's
know
just
if
a
it like
useless-
respawns after a day or not.
Nope, it's just a useless piece of paper now.
Use the candle.
Keep the paper just in case
Q,
we
I
need
know
to
what the
write
candle
something.
does.
Keep the
Might
paper in
open the
case we
door.
need to write something, though.
I'm not risking myself to open that damn door.
All right. So, yeah, you can use the crowbar if you want.
So I hold up the crowbar and look at the other two. Want to try it?
You're on your own.
Why not? I'll help. Hang on. So Boggle is going to help you pry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Oh.
useless. I don't really do. I'm tiny. What am I gonna do?
What's your strength?
Ah, fuck. Let me go check.
Because size means nothing.
My strength is 12.
A little above average.
Yeah, that's actually decent.
Fine, I'll come help too.
My strength is 12.
I'll use my chicken so I'm about your guys' height.
Okay. All right. So you guys are going to use the crowbar to try and pry open the door. So all of you are going to roll strength checks.
So, what do I add to that?
Your strength modifier.
Strength modifier, okay. Yeesh.
And Boggle.
7 for me.
Oh, okay. Boggle appears to be the man of the team,
I would hope so.
Duh.
even though he's a scrawny little Harry Potter lookalike.
They can be
all right,
strong. I know this from experience. I've seen one throw somebody across a room.
Yeah, he's not that strong.
It's all on that
So-
forearm strength, if you know what I mean.
Bingo. All right, so he helps you guys, and all of you together are able to pop the door open with the crowbar. And the door flies open, and you see inside. It looks like basically it's a boiler room, and it has there's some tool shelves and stuff like that, and various things that are just kind of around the room. So you're gonna have to go searching if you want to try and find some kind of a saw.
Do we have to do
So
a
we
search
got
check?
a donation for a magic item.
Yep, I let
and
him
I'm
know.
gonna roll for that. After you guys do your search check, I'm gonna roll for that, and that's gonna go to one of you two.
So we do a search check.
Yeah, you're gonna do a search check to find the saw, and then whoever doesn't find the saw is gonna be the one that finds the item.
Huh.
Oh.
Send search. Here we go.
Seriously?
Fuck my rolls.
I mean, that's it. It doesn't. Okay. All right. So, Kim, did you have any additions to that for a search check?
Checking. 1 sec. It is.
If you want to send me your
actually,
sheet,
it
I can
doesn't.
look for you.
Now that I think about it, it actually doesn't matter because you outrolled her even with the advantage. So,
Okay, yeah, it'd
Mhm.
only be +2.
it doesn't matter. All right. So you find a hacksaw, which would
Awesome.
probably be the best thing for cutting through bone, basically. Purity, you're gonna find an item, and I'm gonna roll the D100.
I really don't want to.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so stupid.
Nope.
No, this is gonna be so stupid because what I made, you rolled 100.
What?
So as you're looking around, you kind of you're looking for some kind of a saw or whatever you can use to cut off the unicorn horn. And as you turn over something, you find a rock.
I'll drag him in. Oh, I can't. You didn't give me that power?
I didn't give you what?
Arches in the general.
Oh, yeah, I'll bring him in now.
Yeah, I didn't know I didn't have the power to drag people in.
There you are. Sorry, buddy.
I refuse.
You missed us murdering the ghost.
They killed Douchey the ghost.
Oh, the poltergeist.
Yeah, and took his ectoplasm.
You're sleeping in game. You overslept.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, I had Groslab go to sleep like right after dinner time, basically. So they've gotten the ectoplasm. Kane has gone to a whorehouse and been transformed into a footstool. Moko has just bought a bunch of drugs,
And
and
a hat.
huh,
And a hat.
and several hats. And also, Purity and Kim just broke into the Deep Gnome's supply closet to steal a saw from him so they could go saw off a unicorn.
You know, said like that, that sounds dirty.
Oh, it does. So what I'm going to do is this. So Purity, you found a rock.
Okay, let me, what do we do to check its magic again?
It would be a spellcraft check to check and see if it's magic.
I'm so glad I put my stuff into things that matter. Fuck it! Fuck the rolls. Can I have a
Well,
mulligan?
see, here's the thing. You got a critical failure, but at the same time, this is just kind of a general thing with any kind of a spellcrafting check. The rock has no magic whatsoever.
Oh,
You
perfect.
number 100 is literally just, you found a rock.
Cool, I'm just gonna put it in my bag then.
That was the joke. It also does 1d10 damage because it's kind of hefty.
Let me write that down.
1d10 damage is significant.
It is. It's a decent sized rock, but at the same time, it is still a rock.
It is my new weapon of choice that won't cut off my finger.
Just a fucking chunk of obsidian.
I was gonna say lead ore, but yeah. All right, so you guys found that. So now we're gonna go back to Kane, who is still in the whorehouse. So Kane, the first unexperienced girl has gone through. We are going to go with the medium girl now. So the first one was a hairy dwarf chick. The next one, who is the journeyman, is going to be a human. And she comes in and kind of looks around and says, "Hello, sir. The last girl said that you had been turned into a footstool?
Yeah, baby.
Okay,
But don't worry.
what would you like me to do, sir?"
Oh, I want you to get a drink and put it on me without a coaster.
And she kind of pops an eyebrow at that, and then leaves the room for a second. She comes back in with a glass, with a cup of tea, and then proceeds to put it down directly in the center of your little, like, cushioned area.
Oh, fuck yeah. Make a ring. Oh.
Would you like me to spill it?
No. That's too much.
Okay, so what do I do now?
How about you reupholster my feet?
Your feet don't have upholstery, Mr. Footstool, sir, wizard, whatever you are. Your feet
Step
are
on me.
Do you want me to remove the teacup so it doesn't spill on you?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so she removes the teacup and then she proceeds to put her foot all over the top of you. I want you to again roll a d20 to see how pleasing this is. Wow.
I'm loving this.
All right, so she notices that there appears to be a white sticky substance coming from the bottom of the upholstery, and she's not sure what it is. At the same time, she hears you moaning.
Do it.
Since I'm a footstool, would that mean I'm stooling?
No, nobody's taking a shit on you yet.
Yet being the key word. We still got one more lovely lady.
This is true. All right, so that's taken care of. So after about 5 minutes, again, she leaves, and now the experienced woman comes in, and this is a tiefling in a hot leather outfit with a whip. Now, who in here has been a dirty, dirty footstool?
That would be me!
Oh, it's you.
I'm
Do
just
you
gonna
want me to
shake
whip
with
you?
excitement. Yes, please. I've been a bad footstool.
Yes, you have. All right, she's gonna roll a dexterity check to whip you with the little cat of nine tails thing she has. Oh my God!
Wow.
Back-to-back nat 20s.
And those things
All
can
right.
hurt.
Okay, well, no, that just means she does it good. So, Kane, she whips you with those things. Yeah, she's putting it all on the wrist. It's perfect in every way for you. And after again another 5 minutes of that, so basically what happens is all three of these women keep rotating at 5-minute intervals until you hit the 1 hour mark. And because of the way that is, that means that it's going to hit the 1 hour mark when the tiefling is whipping you. For like the fourth time, I believe. So what happens is she's whipping the footstool, and then randomly the footstool just turns back into you, assuming the position. Oh my! Yeah, I guess that spell wore off, didn't it? Do you want me?
my balls are back.
Do you want me to keep whipping you, or do you want me to step on your groin?
Both harder.
All right. I'm gonna roll 1d20 for. You're just gonna stay with this one for the next hour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was almost another nat 20. It was so close. Okay. You have a very pleasurable last hour in the whorehouse, and you leave covered in bruises and marks from the whipping, and also your balls really hurt.
Oof.
But you're okay. So, now that you guys have kind of gone your separate ways and finished everything up for the night, we're going to fast forward to the next day. So the next day, you guys are going to get up and you're going to go to your first class, which is the class that is done by Professor... Oh, hang on a second. Nope, not that one. I need to get up to my actual class list.
When you animate that, it is going to be hilarious.
It wouldn't be the first whorehouse incident I've had to animate.
Would
It
it
was
be the
also the
first
one where
one with a
Kane-
footstool?
No, actually, to be honest. The first one we ever had a stool, and it was somebody having sex with it. It wasn't Cham this time.
Was it you, Kane?
No. Kane, I'm referring, do you remember the tavern incident where you hired the dwarf to take a shit on Cham's face?
I do remember that. That was a good time.
So before that happened, Velnos was trolling the bar, and I think he rolled a 2, and instead of finding a woman, he just found a very attractive footstool, and he took it up to his room, and he rolled he rolled a nat 20 to have sex with it, but because of the tremendous force of the hip thrusting, he actually destroyed the stool, and just got splitters all over his groin. So this is not the first time we've done it. This is the first time it's been one with fabric, though.
Is it sad that I'm not
that we've had
surprised by
footstool
anything
sex
that was just
before.
said?
No, it's not. All right, so Professor Scumfart, the old crotchety wizard, is the one that's going to be teaching your next class. So you guys are walking into spell casting 101 again, or, spell crafting. And you all sit down at your tables now. Arch, are you in Fantasy Grounds?
I am loading in right now.
Okay,
Probably end
once
up
you're in
there.
there, just shoot a roll for me, just so I know that you can roll. And I'm assuming you also have your character sheet.
Groslab is in Fantasy Ground, so yeah, always.
Okay, cool. All right, so what's going to happen is this. So you guys all sit down, and Professor Scumfart looks out at you. Today in class, we're going to be watching an instructional magic vision video. Mostly because I'm hungover, and I hate you all.
It's okay,
Oh, yo,
we
I
hate
feel
you
that,
too.
teacher man.
And what this video is called is Intoxication While Spellcasting. There will be a test afterwards. Fuck! So, what the professor does is he brings out this big green crystal screen that's on basically on a pole, pretty much. And he puts it out in front of you guys, and he then proceeds to put another little crystal in the stand next to it and smack the screen a couple of times. And after a second, you see what looks like a a wizard come up on the screen, and it's just kind of like a generic wizard. In reality, it's probably an actor in a hat, but he's trying to make it seem like he's a wizard. And so as you're watching this, he says, "Hello there. I'm here to talk to you about drinking and spellcasting and why it's wrong."
Is his name Troy
Now-
McClure?
I was gonna
Oh,
say
young
Doug,
Troy
I was
McClure.
gonna say Doug McClure because Troy McClure is based off a real person. We're gonna take a look at little Tommy here. Tommy, you're learning how to do your wizardry stuff and all that crap, right? Why don't you show me a fireball spell, Tommy?
Oh boy.
Okay. And he shoots a fireball out of his hand, and it hits like a little scarecrow thing, like that he was targeting. That's very good, Chibi. That's very good, Tommy or Timmy. Is your name John? All right. Well, here, take this, and he hands him a flagon that is full of mead. He says, "Drink that, Tommy." Okay. And the kid then proceeds to chug the entire thing, and he is. And now we're gonna wait about 20 minutes, and about 20 minutes later, it's just like this little panel that says 20 minutes on it, and then about 20 minutes later, you can see that the Tommy is now visibly intoxicated. He says, "Now, Tommy, I want you to use your cantrip spell again. Except this time, we're gonna put your family behind the scarecrow." Alright, do it! After a second, Tommy then casts the spell. They don't show you what it hits, but you just hear a lot of screaming. And then Tommy appears to be visibly shattered. He then proceeds to fall on the ground in the fetal position. And the host, the wizard, looks up at the camera and says, "Well, now we know why little Tommy shouldn't have mead before he practices his cantrips. Because remember, intoxication spellcasting kills." And after the video is over, Professor Scumfart comes up and turns it off. He looks out at all of you. "All right, what did you stupid bastards learn?"
To get really drunk when using magic.
"Bingo! Nobody needs family. I don't have one. They all hate me."
Gee, I couldn't tell why, Professor.
"Mostly because of the irritable bowel syndrome, but that's it."
Yo, IBS! My grandpa had that.
Also, by the way, Kane, I want you to roll me a Constitution save.
Hidoki. Bam. Pretty good.
Okay. Kane, you noticed this morning when you got up that you had a couple little blemishes around your lip.
Oh no, I got herpes, didn't I?
Well, I'm afraid you're going to have the school nurse take a look at that. Later. So he looks out at all of you, so that's Purity's response. So he points to each one of you individually and says, "What did you learn from the video?"
I point over at Moko and say that some people are immune to this rule because they're always intoxicated.
That
That
is.
is also correct. Next person. You with the cat, or whatever it is, whatever your name is. What did you learn?
What?
Right answer! Barbarian! Whatever, the bulky guy in the back of the room. What did you learn?
Groslabem learn if want bigger body count, have people stand behind target.
That is also correct. And last but not least, you, the one in the back that is touching his face a lot. What did you learn?
Always wear protection when you go out to the whorehouse.
That wasn't really in the video, but it's still correct. But now we're going to do some testing. So, all of you, we're going on a field trip. Follow me.
I love field trips.
All right, so he tells you all to follow him, and as he leaves the classroom, and you guys all walk down and through the gates, and you walk into downtown, and Professor Scumfart walks up to what looks like a really shitty-looking dive bar, and it's called the Black Eye. All right, come on.
We're gonna
Let's
get
do
drunk.
this. I rent this place out once a year because it's already a shithole.
Yeah, let's go.
Fuck yeah!
All right, so you all go inside with Professor Scumfart, and he points up to the counter and says, "Everybody, get drunk and party!"
Woo! Best professor.
This is the best day of class I've ever
Hey,
been
Mike,
to.
can my chicken
Because
get
I
drunk?
don't care about your personal betterment.
This is the best class ever.
Bartender, give me a fuzzy navel and keep 'em coming.
Hey,
All right,
Mike,
so
can my
why
chicken
does
get
a
drunk?
fuzzy navel sound like some sort of really dirty raspberry?
No, your chicken cannot get drunk because your chicken doesn't have a digestive system.
Damn.
However, Muffin Top does.
That is true.
Oh
You
my
can't get
god,
the
let's
cat
get
drunk.
Muffin Top to do a...
You can also get the dog drunk if you wish to.
No.
Okay, the dog will not be drunk, but the cat can get drunk.
I ask if they have anything non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic. Here's some sparkling water.
Ooh, sparkling.
That's somehow even worse.
In reality,
Nothing
it
like
doesn't
liquid
actually.
TV static.
In reality, it doesn't actually have bubbles in it. It's just sparkling because of all the metal sediment that settles.
Ooh, very good for your nutrients and iron.
And heavy metal poisoning, but only in large doses.
Yeah, nothing goes great for your
All
iron.
right,
as lead.
everybody, what do you want to drink? We got a whole selection of drinks here. We have beer, we have mead, we have every kind of ale you can imagine. We got whiskey, we got vodka, we got scotch, we got a bunch of mixed drinks. And by the way, you look at the menu; he gives you like a little drink menu thing, and there's 5 drinks, specialty drinks that are on the menu. One is called a Dropkick Dwarf. The second one is called a Dragonborn's Breath. The third one is called Elf Ears. The fourth one is called The Black Life Blood of the Earth.
Oh.
And the fifth one is called You're Not Getting Up.
I think I'll try the Dragonborn's breath.
All right, so the bartender goes behind the counter. He mixes a bunch of liquors and stuff together and spins it up a little bit with some ice and puts a little. Looks like a mint leaf, but it's red. It's basically like kind of like a cinnamon plant in this universe. And he basically says, "There you go. It should taste like burning."
Thank you.
Burning. Love it.
All right, so are you gonna drink that? If so, you will roll a Constitution save.
Hell yeah. Constitution would be...
It's one of your main attributes. Also, you technically have a +5 if you want to use it here. We never did use it earlier.
Fuck yeah, I'm using it.
Okay.
So, 3... Thank God.
Yep. All right, so that's a 10. So you're drunk, but you're not like fall on the floor, like vomit all over yourself drunk. But you're definitely feeling it, and you're liking the drink, although it's making your mouth feel all burny and tingly.
Woo!
All right, so Moko, what do you want?
I'm gonna go get the what was the third one you said?
The third one was the elf ears.
Yeah, I'm gonna get LVs and I'm gonna. No, I'm just gonna get an LVs and I was gonna do something stupid, but I'm gonna wait.
Are you gonna
wait.
buy us? Are you gonna get 2 of them to another one to feed Muffin Top, or are you gonna get Muffin Top something else?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Muffin Top the what was it called, the dwarf one?
Dropkick Dwarf.
Yeah, dropkick. Yeah.
Okay. So what you're gonna do is, so he mixes those 2 up for you. So the elf one is green. It has kind of like a minty scent to it, and they actually put 2 little like lime wedges on the side with like pointy little bits, so it looks like elf ears on the side of the actual glass they give it to you in. The Dropkick Dwarf is a lot more simple. It's mostly brown liquors, but are you familiar with how a Boilermaker is made?
What?
Basically what it is they take he takes a dark ale, a very dark form of ale, and then he takes a shot glass that is full of dwarven whiskey, which is 50%. Actually, you know what? No, dwarven whiskey is higher than that. Dwarven whiskey is about 170 proof. which means that it comes out roughly to
Divided
so
in half.
85.
50 and 35.
Yeah.
Is it done kind of like when you make a Jaeger bomb?
Yeah, same exact,
Jaeger bombs. Oh.
same exact idea. So he takes that shot
Okay.
glass full of that and he sticks that in the thing of ale and then hands it to you. So that one is for Muffin Top.
Oh boy.
I will need you to roll Constitution for yourself and Constitution for Muffin Top. She will get a -2 to the Constitution, or he will get a -2 to the for the Constitution roll because he is smaller.
And I don't have any on my Constitution at first, so that's just a -0. Or...
If you don't have anything, if you don't have any modifier with it, then it's just a straight D20 roll.
Yep. And then you said -2 for Muffin.
Yep. Oh, all right. So you're shit faced, and then let's see what happens with Muffin Top. All right, Muffin Top is apparently taking it a little bit better than you. So Muffin Top, you put the glass with the dropkick dwarf on the ground.
I think it's because most of the drink went into the fur instead of his mouth.
It's possible, although that just means he'll be able to lick it up later. So you put the glass down in front of Muffin Top, and he goes down and he just starts like lapping it up with his tongue. So he's enjoying it. You, on the other hand, you just down that elf ear, and then you fall over backwards off of the bar stool and just fall on the ground. You're out. So now we're gonna go to Groslab. What does Groslab want?
Groslab want the big one.
You want the 5? You want the you're not getting
Not
up?
get up, yes.
All right, so what he does is he goes down behind the counter and he basically takes every single liquor that he has down there and then proceeds to mix it into essentially a beer pitcher. And then he hands that to you. It is smoking, by the way, and it is purple in color.
Nice.
You would need to roll a Constitution save if you decide to chug it.
Groslab M chug, but Groslab first turn dog friend. Dog friend want drink?
That one.
Want same drink?
No.
I'm gonna pat her
Doggo
on the
wanna
back.
try
Say
some
she
of
wants
mine?
same drink.
Well, darling, do you want the same drink or do you want something different?
Do you have anything? And I don't know what I would say in this world. Is there something in this world that's the equivalent of like a mudslide?
Black Life, Flood of the Earth.
Really? Okay,
Close
yeah.
enough. All right, so he's gonna mix that up for you back there. But first, Arch, you're gonna chug that monstrosity that he's created. So I want you to roll a Constitution save at a -5.
Oh gosh.
-5, you say?
-5, counteracting whatever your bonus is.
I gotta DM you, Mike.
All right, hang on.
That's
All
an
right, that's-
even 10.
All right, so again, you are not shit-faced.
So that's for an item.
Okay. So you're not entirely shit-faced, but you are definitely pretty drunk by that. But he is actually kind of shocked that you are not lying on the ground right now, because most people that drink that usually pass out.
Dang.
Go Groslab!
All right, so hang on a second before we get to Kim's drink.
Roslab peer pressured me.
Groslab M not peer
Okay.
pressure. Groslab just want to make sure
All
dog
right,
friend not
all right,
hands
so we're
him.
gonna do Kim's thing first because that's dependent on who gets the item. So we'll do that first. So he's gonna create the Black Lives Blood of the Earth. So what he does is he mixes a bunch of like dark liquors together to form the drink itself. Looks almost like Coca-Cola, and it smells like licorice,
Oh, I love the smell of licorice.
black licorice.
Ooh.
And it has kind of like a liner on the inside of the glass too, almost like it's congealing to the side and making like a black like I don't want to say slime, but just sort of like a black like film on the side of the actual glass.
So he
And
basically
also,
just said Jaeger.
Professor Scumfart has also ordered the same thing, and he's ordered 3 of them.
Gosh.
He's an old teacher; he needs the drinks.
You got good taste there, Druid. Cheers!
Cheers.
All right, he taps glasses with you and then proceeds to chug the first one. So you're gonna have to roll Constitution for me. and see how drunk you get, and then Professor Scumfart is going to have to roll Constitution to see if he passes out. Ooh. His Constitution is only a +2, so that's a 5. So he chugs the first one, and then he just kind of falls face down on the bar, and you just hear like a snoring noise. All right, so you're doing okay. So you drink yours, and you're doing all right. So that means you are also going to be the person, I believe, that gets the item based on how that was described to me. Least
Right.
drunk, but has at least one drink. So yeah, that would be you. I think you are the least drunk. I think everybody else rolled something below you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the D100, and we will see what you get.
Sense, because I'm the one that has most sense to find something.
This is true. All right, let's see. 45. I don't think we've gotten that one. Oh, you got a cool one.
Oh,
Oh, you're getting another pet.
damn it.
What?
So what happens is this. So Kim, as you're drinking your drink and you're just kind of sitting there at the bar, you notice something down by your foot, and you can hear your dog kind of just like sniffing it. And you look down and you see what's called a pseudo dragon. It's a little dragon about the size of a cat, and he's red. He looks up at you, and you see a little, like, puff of smoke come out of his mouth. And he just sort of, like, you can tell he does, like, a little dragon smile thing.
Yeah.
He then flies up and lands on the counter next to you.
I'm like, hi.
The
You
little,
have a name?
the pseudo dragons aren't as intelligent as normal sized dragons.
Okay.
So it basically has the intelligence level of a cat.
Of a cat. Okay. Well, that's still pretty smart, actually.
It can still he can still communicate a little bit by just like, the noises and just like body language and stuff, but he's not going to be able to full on talk to you.
Yeah, but I think I have speak with animals, though.
Yes, you could use that on him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so you have speak with animals. So he says his name is. I never really I didn't think this far ahead involving this particular thing. So give me a second to think of a cute, stupid name.
Manfred.
No.
No. Let's go with Ember. That's his name.
Okay.
So he says his name is Ember. He is a pseudo dragon, and he's kind of looking for a home / person to feed him because he's hungry.
Yeah. Well, my wolf likes you, so as far as I'm concerned, you can hang with us, and we'll make sure you're taken care of.
Sweet, we
He
got
puts-
another
he
member
puts-
of the gang.
He puts both his little stubby dragon hands up in the air in celebration, and then goes down and starts introducing himself to the wolf. Unlike full-size red dragons, he is not a dick. So all right, so that's one that you got. I've been waiting for somebody to get that one.
I was hoping to get that one. Oh well.
Well, it's still in the group. Okay, so that happened. So all you guys are just there drinking. The professor has passed out. Moko has passed out. And you guys are just sort of drinking at the bar at this point. And after a little while, the Professor Scumfart kind of comes to and looks over at you and says, "All right, this is why I rent this place out. And there's nobody else in here. All of you little shits, cast a spell in the room and see what happens. Just yeah. Here, I'll do it first. Ice beam. And he doesn't shoot an ice beam. He shoots an acid arrow because he's shit faced, and he hits a table and disintegrates it.
Woo! All right, who wants
So
to
you
go?
guys-
Yeah,
This
you
is
sure
how I
showed
die.
him.
Oh, Kain, we didn't do you.
I was just gonna get the same thing as Groslab and Kim, because I was planning on just having every drink mixed together anyway.
Fair enough. That's basically what the one that Arch drank was. All right, so we'll say you had that, and we will move on from that point. So you can fire. You guys can literally fire any spell you want inside this building that you have.
Okay. Let's see. Can't do anything. How about my summon creature?
What are you summoning?
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Let me see if I still have the page. Oh, I don't. Shoot. Do you still have the page for summoning what I can summon? It's like
Which number is it? You
3.
summoning 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Let's see. Summon creature 3. All right, I will send this link to you. And as far as the creatures that you can summon, Celestial Black Bear, Celestial Bison, Celestial Dire Badger, Celestial Hippogriff, a small elemental of any type, Fiendish Ape, Fiendish Dire Weasel, Hellhound, Fiendish Snake, Fiendish Boar, Fiendish Dire Bat, Fiendish Monstrous Centipede, Fiendish Crocodile, Dretch, which is a demon, Fiendish Snake, or Fiendish Wolverine.
I'm gonna
Dang.
summon a Dretch. Well, drunk.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you're going to summon a Dretch. So, a Dretch is small. Let's see here, just based on the description. Dretch is about 4 feet tall, weighs about 60 pounds. Dretches cannot speak, but can communicate telepathically. Dretches are slow, stupid, and not very effective combatants. In one-on-one combat, they rely on their damage reduction to keep them alive. In groups, they depend... Okay, so it's one of those group bullshit. Alright, so let me just take a look good for an image.
I'm just gonna
of
get
one of
it
these
drunk.
things.
Mike, may I do something terrible?
Oh god, that's horrifying. Yes, you can.
I'd like to make a Jersey Turnpike and share it with Kane.
What is that?
That is a drink.
A Jersey Turnpike is
Oh,
where
sorry,
you take
that's
all
right.
the things that
That went to you.
spill out of a bar.
Oh, that's what
spill
you
bucket?
call it. I've always heard that referred to as just taking the bar mat.
Yeah, that's that too. It's both of those.
Yeah, no, if you want to do that, that's fine. Purity, that's what a Dretch looks like.
Oh god, yeah, no, we're getting that thing drunk.
Okay, so all right, so you summon the... All right, so here's what's going to happen. So you summon the Dretch, and the Dretch looks over at you. Again, it can communicate with you telepathically, even though it can't speak. So in your head, you hear, "What do you require of me?"
To get drunk, here's a beer.
Party!
Fuck yeah.
The Dretch then begins drinking and just smashing random objects in the room because it's happy. Now, Arch, you're making the Jersey Turnpike with Kane. So what happens is the bartender takes like all the spilled crap that is behind the counter that's on the bar mat, and he puts that into splits it between 2 pitchers. And he hands each one of you those pitchers. So I'm gonna say that if you drink that, it's gonna be for both of you. It's gonna be a -6 on Constitution.
God
damn.
damn. That makes sense.
All right, so that's an 8. So again, you're still standing. Kane, you're out. That's technically a -3. All right, so Kane, you take the pitcher and you start chugging and you start chugging and you start chugging, and after a little while, you finish the pitcher, but you still look like you're trying to chug, and you just fall off the back of the bar stool onto the ground, and you're out. You're passed out. Groslab is still doing okay. He is not completely passed out, although he is more shit-faced than he was before. And again, the bartender is amazed that you're still standing. All right, so Purity, you summoned the Dretch and got it to get intoxicated. Kane and Arch both had basically drank all the nasty liquids off of the bar mat. Moko, what are you going to do? Because you're awake now. You've woken up from your slumber.
Seeing as I'm waking up feeling groggy, I'm gonna try to get a little speed boost going. So I'm gonna take a little ounce of that bit of cocaine I just procured.
Okay, I want you to roll a Constitution save just to see how you react mentally to it. Damn! You are wide awake and sober.
Dang.
Well, you're on cocaine, but you're sober from other things.
Yeah, boy.
All right, so the Professor Scumfart looks over at you.
You
Cast
could-
the spell, you stupid fuck.
Could say I'm gonna start running in the 90s.
So he's just saying just cast a random spell on the bar. Doesn't matter what it is.
Okay, let's see, what do I have? I need to check my spell list. I'm gonna cast Fly on one of the... I assume it has, like, pint glasses.
Fly is something that makes it so sentient creatures have the ability to fly. You can't cast it on inanimate objects.
Ah, okay.
That would be catapult if you were casting it on an inanimate object if you have that spell.
Nah, I do not, unfortunately. Not yet, at least. Okay, I'm
You
gonna
could always cast fly on yourself and just fly around the bar if you wanted to. That's completely up to you.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna cast, Gonna cast... Fuck. Yeah, well, fuck it. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile on inside the bar.
Okay.
Like, behind the bars, the bar... What's that called? The bar counter.
You mean the actual physical bar?
Yeah.
So you're gonna cast magic missile to shoot missiles behind the bar.
Yes. Try to see if I
Okay.
can hit a mirror or something.
This episode
Okay.
brought to you by Magic Missile.
Bingo. Magic
It
missile.
never misses.
That's what's been
Uh,
going through my head all this time. Is Magic Missile, Magic Missile.
Gosh, goddamn fucking larpers. All right, so what you're gonna do is I'm gonna have you, because you're just kind of like randomly aiming it, sort of. So how many magic missiles are you sending out? One or multiple? If the damage for it is more than 1d4 plus 1, you're sending out multiple missiles.
Yeah, it is 1d4 plus 1 per 2 levels, and we're level 3, so I can cast... Is that... You goes down to 2 or 3 I can shoot out.
You can cast an extra one for every 2 levels of casting. So yeah, so you're gonna be level 5. You can cast up to 3.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast just fuck it, just all 3.
Okay, you're gonna do a 3 cast of that. So this is how it's gonna work. Because you're kind of just firing it randomly, I'm gonna have you roll 3d20s. If you closer to a 20, the more likelihood it is that it hits a mirror.
2 5s and a 15.
All right, the 15 is gonna hit the mirror. So there is a mirror behind the bar. The 15 is the one that hits it. That's kind of the center one that gets flown out. The 2 5s, however, fly off to the left and the right. One of them hits. One of them flies over and destroys one of Professor Scumfart's fucking Black Life's Blood of the Earths, which he is not pleased at. The other one flies the opposite direction and actually blows up a trash can.
Woo! Nice shot.
You son of a bitch! You owe me a drink.
Dude. Nah, dude.
You shut up. Ugh.
Here, Professor. I'm just gonna toss him. I'm gonna send my drink over to him. Here you go.
Oh, thank God, something that'll get me messed up. All right, so Moko's done, Purity's done. Kane I'll save for last because he's passed out technically at the moment. Arch, you can try and cast a spell.
Come on, big guy. You
I
can do it.
point to Kane and say, "See, me cast sleep."
I mean, technically, you're right.
The professor just sort of shrugs and takes that as a success. Now it's going to go to Kim. What are you going to cast?
So I am going to cast both on me and my wolf spider climb and go up the wall and stand on the ceiling and go ta-da.
Okay,
And then
you
the drink comes up.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
so you do that, and Professor Scumfar kind of looks at you like, "Oh shit, what was in that drink?" And Professor Scumfar then just proceeds to pass out. That is the end of the class. Actually, sorry, no. Kane wakes up after Professor Scumfart passes out. You still have to cast one spell inside of the bar, Kane.
I'm gonna use. Is there like a dartboard?
Yes, there is.
I'm gonna use my ice knife. I'm gonna throw it at the dartboard.
All right, roll me a d20. 19 or a 20 is a bullseye. That's a 4. All right, so you cast Ice Knife and you try to aim it at the dartboard. Unfortunately, you accidentally missed the dartboard and hit the jukebox.
Oh gosh.
It is now going to, unfortunately, be playing Small Town Girl on repeat. Actually, sorry, I stand corrected because the only thing that is on that jukebox is Joel Billy, the Halfling Bard. So it actually, unfortunately, gets stuck on Tuba Man.
Why?
Anybody who was involved, I think Kane is the only one that would remember this, but even though he's intoxicated,
But
but
we
there
would
was
all know the music, right?
Well, yes, you would all know that you know the music because Joel Billy has been dead for like 800 years.
Now I am just imagining how terrible Piano Man would sound if somebody played it on the tuba.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I developed it when we did the Bard campaign, the third session of the Bard campaign. They were supposed to have somebody come in as actually no, sorry, it was the second session of the Bard campaign. They were supposed to have somebody come in as a side act, and that side act was Joel Billy the Halfling Bard. And I basically just made a bunch of spoofs on Billy Joel songs that he had. So one of them was Tuba Man. Then you had Tuba Man. We didn't cast Fireball. She's always a swamp hag to me. And Tales from a Calgarian Restaurant.
Check your DMs.
I did see that,
Okay.
yes. So that is actually what is mostly on that jukebox is that and maybe some of the old Roberts music. Random person gets an item. Okay. So, as you guys are kind of leaving the bar or like faffing about, we're going to roll a D100 to see an item, and then we're going to roll,
Shouldn't it be
to
somebody
see
who
who
hasn't
gets-
gotten one today yet?
It will be somebody who hasn't gotten one yet today, and I think I think Moko and Kim are the only two players that have gotten one today.
No, I got a
No.
rock.
I haven't gotten an item.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bought a couple items, yeah, but I
Oh
haven't
yeah,
gotten
sorry, yeah, you bought an item. Yeah, so Purity, you got the rock. Kim got the pseudo dragon.
Kane got to have fun as an ottoman.
Kane got the mint. So that means it's between Moko and Arch. All right, let's see what we got here. That came out to a 15. Oh my god, this might not last, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a D4. 1 and 2 is Moko, 3 and 4 is Arch. All right, it's going to Moko. So, Moko, as you're leaving the bar, you notice that, like, next to the door, like, sitting on top of a barrel is this tiny, like, little furry creature with, like, a yellow beak and ears, and it has these, like, big kind of, like, doll-looking eyes. And it's not a living creature. It looks more like a stuffed animal or something. But it's sitting there, and it's interesting, and you think you might want to steal it.
But am I gonna steal it though?
Do it.
Well, it's your item, so yes. If you don't steal it, then it's going to Arch.
So I'm gonna use Mage Hand on it and pull it closer to me to inspect it further.
All right, roll me a spellcasting check then to inspect it.
Spell craft or spell cast?
Spell crafting. It should be a spellcraft check. It's
Yeah.
one of your skills.
Yeah, it's a +2, not a +6, because that's 16.
All right, 16. All right, so basically what you can tell is it's a device that is specifically made to receive a spell and then cast that spell remotely after a given amount of time. So you can store a spell inside of it, and then the device itself will cast the spell on whatever is in front of it a given amount of time later.
Bro, you do not realize what you have just sparked in my mind. Then.
Oh, actually, I don't know 100% if you realize what I actually just physically gave you.
Well, it's some sort of time bomb device, so I can like put obscuring mist into it and basically make a smoke bomb.
You can, yes, and it's on a
One
time.
example.
But the other thing is that it also looks, it looks like this.
Send me a picture so I can put it on screen. All right.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yep.
Another item?
That
Okay.
is, I mean, that is
Oh,
amazing.
fuck you!
I'm gonna, I gotta do it, man. I gotta store my drugs in that.
I
Okay, you
hate
can do
it,
that.
I hate it, I hate it.
Okay, and somebody's also
So-
giving another item, so Arch is also going to find an item in addition to Moko. So yes, you can store drugs inside of it. That is possible.
Yeah, so it's one of those things, and it's gonna be filled up with meth for now.
That kind
Um,
of fits it too.
Yeah, it does. All right, so Arch, I'm going to roll, and we'll see what you are going to get. All right, 70. Let's see what that is.
What in the shit? Okay, it's not letting me delete stuff from my possession, so we'll just have to keep in mind I don't have.
Okay,
That's one
so here's what we're gonna do. So 70's already been taken. I'm gonna roll a d20. 11 through 20 is gonna be 71. 1 through 10 is gonna be 69. All right, so it's gonna be 69. So Arch, as you're walking out of the room, you notice you would call it probably, because you're a simpleton, you would probably call it a walking stick, but it's a very nice one. It's leaning up against the side of the building on the outside. Maybe somebody left it there the night before or something like that, but it looks very ornate.
Groslab pick up stick. Groslab gives stick new home.
You pick up stick. The stick is now yours.
Do you want
would
me
you
to
like
check
to
it for
try
you,
it?
big guy, for magic?
Would you like to examine it or let her examine it?
Groslab will examine.
Good luck,
Okay.
big guy.
It's just a spellcraft, right?
Yep.
Ooh.
All right. You can tell that it's a stick and you can hit things with it.
Groslab immediately hit something with it.
What specifically?
I wanted.
And is it living?
No.
I really wanted to say that I hit Tio with it.
Don't you fucking go hit the demon, not me.
That's completely up to you.
I know where you live.
Small penis friend, come here a minute.
Nope. Fine. What is it, big guy?
Me have stick of hitting. Me want see what stick do.
Okay, what are you gonna hit? No, big guy, don't hit me.
Well, me wanted to hit. What me hit?
Go hit the demon over there. I'm gonna whistle for the demon to come over.
All right, so you wishing for the drotch or the dretch or whatever the hell it is to come back over to you.
I'm gonna
and
full baseball swing on him before he can say anything.
No, he does whatever she says anyway, so it's not like he's gonna really know what's gonna happen. So
Oh.
all right, so you can roll. That's an attack roll. That's a normal attack roll, so you can roll for that.
I think a 27 might hit.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. I'm just making sure I look up the damage correctly. All right, so that's going to be 2d6 damage to the dretch. All right, that's 4 damage. All right, so you hit the dretch with the shillelagh and right across the face, and it kind of it recoils for a minute. It grabs its face, and then it looks at you. And as it looks at you, you see like its jaw drop for a second. And it's just kind of almost looking at you in awe. Now, Purity, because it's telepathically linked to you, you can hear what it's thinking. And all it's thinking is, rippling muscles,
Big guy.
brilliant face, toned thighs, Me love.
I think the Dretch loves you now, big guy.
Well, this obvious, but why?
Because you hit it with a stick.
This mating ritual me village, so this makes sense.
Don't hit
Dretch-
anything else with the stick, big guy.
The Dretch prepares to is going up to hug Arch.
Where's Snapfire's cat at?
Oh,
It's
no.
it's sitting next to his stool, still drinking the dropkick dwarf.
I'm not gonna hit his cat yet. But
The
I'm
hair-
thinking about it.
The hair would at least dampen the blow.
You don't have to hit it hard, right?
I don't know that.
He doesn't. That is correct. He does not know.
You could go
because
try to tap it, big guy.
You can experiment with it all you want.
I'm going to move away real quick.
By the way, Purity, just because now that you've seen it work, you can discern that if you hit someone with it, again, you don't know the severity of how you hit someone with it, but if you hit somebody with it, it apparently makes whoever is hit fall in love with the person that's hitting.
This
It
could
is
be
also
used for
called
evil
the,
things.
it is also called the Shillelagh of Love.
We could use this to get the unicorn easier. Good job,
Me
big
Miss
guy.
Unicorn?
We're gonna go catch a unicorn soon.
Oh, cool. Me hit with a stick.
Yes. Just
All
don't
right,
kill it.
so
Or do.
okay, so you guys have your new weapons and class. That particular class is over, so you can go to your next class, which technically you missed a couple in between there. So we're gonna skip on down to Professor Eldar's class because you kind of missed the other one since you were out, getting shit faced and partying it up with Professor Scumfart.
Woo.
All right, let's see.
Wait,
here.
do we have to drag Kane along or can we wake him up?
You can try and wake him up.
Alright, I'm gonna try splashing him with water. A
All
lot
right,
of
Kane,
water.
Kane, roll me a Constitution save with an additional +2 for the water.
Yo.
All right, it's enough to get you awake. You may need some help walking, but it's enough to get you awake.
Good morning.
Wow.
Indeed. All right. So, do you guys want to travel to basically what is your last class of the day, even though it's your second class?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Also, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So, hang on a second here.
Oh, our chat wants to remind about the magical STD. Kane has to go to
Yes.
the nurse.
Yes, he does have to go to the nurse. Which, actually, you know what? Why don't we do that now while he's away? So, Kane, you're gonna go to the nurse's office to get your little lip situation taken a look at.
Oh.
So, so Kane, you walk in and you see that the nurse is actually an orc.
Hey, baby.
Hello, my name is Petunia, the nurse. What can I help you with today, student?
I got a little bit of a situation happening on my lips. You got anything for that?
Let's take a look here. You sit down here. I'll take the magic scanner.
So she goes in behind her desk and she takes out this little this wand that's glowing blue, and she kind of runs it over like your face area, like where you have that. And she then looks over at her wand, and there's some text that appears to be running across it that's popping up.
Oh. Well, I don't know how to tell you this. It appears that you don't just have cold sores on your face. You have dwarf herpes.
Dwarf herpes.
Yes, unfortunately. Which means that also those sores are going to become hairier as time goes on. You may also notice that your height may shrink up to 2 to 3 inches, and your body hair will start to grow at an accelerated rate.
And then this just happens. Nothing I can do about it.
Unfortunately, herpes is there until the day you die.
Well,
It comes in bursts, though. If the blemishes aren't there, then your hair won't be growing like that, and you won't be shrinking, and nothing else will be happening. But while the blemishes are there, your height will decrease, you will get fuzzier, and you will be uncomfortable.
or at least it'll be easier to eat pie standing up.
I love the fact that we're in a magic world and we don't have any kind of cure for that.
I return.
It is a
Magic world,
disease.
magic herpes.
It is a
Yeah.
magical disease, unfortunately, therefore it cannot be cured by magic.
Well, it is what it is.
She
Can I have
hands,
some Sudafed?
she hands you a little bottle that has a few little tablets in it. Take those twice a day, it'll curb the effects.
Thank you.
Unless you have an allergic reaction, then it might make them double.
Well, we'll take that risk, won't we?
Yes, we will. Have a good day.
You too.
All right,
Gonna
so
wait
you
for him
leave.
in
You now have
class when he
medication.
when he
Do
gets
you want
back.
to check the medication and have some to see what effect it actually does have on you?
I'm not gonna check anything, but I'm gonna take it. Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to take the medication. I'm going to have you roll a straight D20 for me. Above a D20, and you will be moderately immune to it. No. All right. So, Kane, you take that, and as that happens, you notice that you've somehow immediately grown a beard. Your hair has grown about 6 inches in length. Your feet and your hands are now much fuzzier, as is your chest. And you've also shrunk about 6 inches.
Mm-mm. Look at me.
Most
Does
people
he-
that look at you are going to say that that's gross.
You know, it is what it is. We take that sort of thing. I can kick anybody's ass whoever questions me. So
This is true.
let's go to
I mean-
class then.
Would we even recognize him?
Probably not.
Well, he still looks the same. It's just
Is he like my
all
height
of the
now?
body hair. Huh?
Is he like my height? Or no, he's still 2.
No, he only shrank 6 inches, not 2 feet. Because
I
you're only
mean-
about 3.5 feet tall. I think he's upwards of 5 or
I
He's
6.
know,
sitting on a
I'm
desk
2
when he
feet.
comes in. Hey,
How are
did
you?
you get
Wait
a
minute,
new
how are you
haircut?
2 feet tall?
Because I'm a dwarf.
Well, that doesn't. No, that just means you're. Dwarves are like 4 feet tall. That means you're like. All right, so you're close to her height. I thought you were a human.
Oh no, I put myself as a dwarf.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'll have to remind me of that before I make fucking character models. All right, so here's so yeah, he's a little bit taller than Purity, but he's close to her height now. What's up, Buggo?
I just reminded of the time. So
Oh, yeah, the time. Okay. Well, if you want to, we can put a pin in it here and then pick it up again next week.
nah, we can keep going for like another. We can keep going for like another hour maybe.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so here's how this is gonna go. So, you guys are going into your class with Professor Eldor. And you guys go in and sit down, and he's at his desk just writing things down. And after you take a seat, he looks at you. He says, "Well, class, today we are going to be discussing something that's, let's just put it this way: it's something that inevitably is going to happen to you if you conjure things from other dimensions, and it's something that could hurt others around you if you are not careful. And that is de-spelling your summons, because some people forget to do this."
Oh,
That's how we had a mammoth running through downtown Alabaster a couple of years ago and destroying storefronts. Because
just gonna-
some jackass summoned it and didn't desummon it.
You know what? Can I have just let the dredge to go be still drunk with the professor? Or is he following Arch around?
Oh, yeah, no. He's following Arch around.
I'm
Also,
just gonna
those
leave
things
him.
have
It's
a-
funnier that way.
Those things also only have a certain amount of time that they're around for.
Oh, okay. So that's fine.
How long are they around for?
I forgot it was there.
Summon one creature from 3rd level. 1 d3 goes All right. I think it's okay. Yeah, here we go. Choose which kind of monster summoning. Here,
16,000 hours.
Sure, why not? Duration 1 round per level. So just out of combat, I'm gonna say it's an hour. Because a round in combat is only fucking technically like 6 seconds. So all right, so that is despawned by now. That is no longer there. But you guys are in the class still, so that is already desummoned, but that's not what he's talking about. He's talking about like there are certain ones that okay, so let's say let me give another example, class. Here we have this. Hang on a second. So he puts up this newspaper article on the board. He says, "This happened 5 years ago in downtown Calgar. Somebody summoned a giant acid snail into the downtown area and didn't desummon it when it started eating away at storefronts and killing people. Now, that wizard was then hanged the next day, and his family was banished from the kingdom.
Damn.
So, to avoid situations like this, you need to learn how to desummon your summons. Which sometimes can be easy and sometimes not. It's why most of the time, when you summon a creature, you want to summon something that is going to be subservient to you. However, there are creatures that you can summon that will work with you, but they may not want to go back just yet. So, for this, we're going to go out to the courtyard and do a demonstration. Follow me.
All right.
All right, so is everybody going to follow him outside?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Do
So
we have
all
to
the
still
all,
drag you, Kane, or you more responsive now?
he's as more sober now. He'll be fine. So you guys all go out into the courtyard, and what happens is that Professor Eldor kind of lines you up, and he goes over to the center of the courtyard. He says, "Now I am going to summon something, and you are going to have to desummon it. Otherwise, it may wreak havoc and whatnot. I'll make sure I stop it if it actually starts to kill you. But here we go." So he snaps his fingers, and a portal opens, and through that portal comes a basilisk.
Oh my gosh.
Me hit with stick.
All right, Groslav is just going to go straight for the throat and whack it with the stick. Roll me an attack roll. All right, that's going to hit.
Is it the snake basilisk or the chicken basilisk?
It's the D&D basilisk.
Okay, found it.
It is completely different than either of those.
Yeah, I just found it.
All right, that's 5 damage. All right, so you do 5 damage to the basilisk, and the basilisk, it turns to you after you hit it, and it just kind of looks at you. And the thing is that the way basilisks hunt is by staring at you, they will turn you to stone.
Oh, I know.
So because you've struck it, and because it's infatuated with you, it is going to look at you very intensely. So, Groslab, you're going to roll a Constitution save to see if you turn to stone. All right, 20. So you're not turned to stone quite yet. You're definitely feeling a little stiff. Let's put it that way.
Me loincloth is raising.
Not that kind of stiff. Also, you're still in hot pants.
I know.
Oh my.
Woo! Big guy. Oh, I've already seen it.
So, all right. So what happens
Wait,
is
why did I
this.
get
So
notes?
after that's happened, so you guys. So basically, Professor Eldor says, "All right. So what you need to do is concentrate your magical energy into the creature in order to send it back through a portal to its own realm.
What if we just kill it?
Because, God, you people are stupid. Sending it back is easier than killing it. Trust me,
Okay.
and a lot less messy."
As long as it's focused on me, can they get advantage on their spellcraft
Yes.
rolls?
Yes, they can because it is focused on you.
Yeah, I was gonna step forward and try and desummon it.
Okay, you can do that.
So
I'll
do
go
I
after her.
roll a
Alright.
d20?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I have to type it because it won't roll.
Oh, sorry, you still have that issue.
Yeah.
How did you break this thing like I break games?
I mean, it'll probably fix in the next
And
update
I
tomorrow.
add spellcraft to it.
Yeah, I'd say spellcraft.
Spellcraft. So that's only plus. Gosh, I can't. 2.
All right, that's an 11, so she's going to need some help with that. Anybody else want to help?
Yeah.
All right,
on,
you're
let
going to roll
me-
the same thing. You're going to roll a spellcraft check along with her.
Let me check. Spellcraft. Okay. Wow, fuck me.
Okay, anybody else want to help?
For the love of God, someone needs to help us.
You know, I'll cast grease at the floor.
He's supposed to be helping them desummon it. It's not moving.
Ah, it's not moving.
No, it's infatuated with arts, so all it's doing is just staring at him. And he's standing right next to it because he went up and smacked it with the shillelagh.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast.
Help us
magic
cast
missile.
Dispel.
You're gonna cast okay.
I don't have dispel.
Nope, none of us
it's
do.
it's
We're
just a
learning it.
spellcraft check, Moko. It's not an actual spell.
Okay. I'll try that then. What
Yeah.
is spellcraft? Let's see. Here.
It's in alphabetical order.
It
you
is.
still say.
It is. Okay. Okay. That's a +6. It's really weirdly set up in the D&D things. It looks like it was a +2, but now it's a +6. Damn.
Nice. Okay, so you're all right. So you made up for the lost ground from the other two. So you guys together are able to open the portal and force the basilisk back through before it can freeze Groslab into a stone statue. And Groslab, after it's forced back through the portal, you're able to kind of you shake off kind of that rusty feeling that you have, and your joints become more lucid again. Professor Eldor looks back at you all and says, "Congratulations, you passed! I didn't have to make another garden out of stone statues like the last class."
Sweet.
See, look over there. Doesn't it look lovely? And you see a bunch of like people that look like they've been turned to stone, and they're all like horrified and like screaming, but there's like nice flowers and stuff around them and birds.
Oh, put a little
I
bit of
just
roses
scowl
in
at
that
the
one's
teacher.
hand. That would look really nice.
Oh, don't worry. This is just like detention. They'll be fine as long as nothing falls on them in the next week.
Groslab, don't hit him with a stick.
I wanted to do that so
I
bad.
know.
They're made of stone.
I was gonna
Um,
drop kick one if I needed to.
Oh God. All right.
We haven't had a murder in a while.
All right, so that is done. But at the same time, Professor Eldor kind of looks at you five. There's a couple other students in the class that are just kind of hanging around. He shoos them away because he goes over to all of you because all of you came into his office the previous evening and asked about how to get a unicorn horn. So he looks at you all and he says, "Well, I have that special person I said I was going to call that was going to be able to help you with that magically imbued saw.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
Thank you.
Have it.
Well, follow me." All right, so he's going to lead you out of, you five specifically, out of the courtyard.
I'll be right back. I have to get some party snacks.
Yes, you go do that. I am going to actually wait until he comes back because, Mike, is there like a switch? Because I know you use a headset.
How's that?
Yeah, now
we
I can hear you.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kane, the item that I rolled is going to you, and that item is number 6. So, as you are, as you're being led, to the area where you're going to meet with Professor Eldor's friend. All right, and you'll get. All right, I'll roll for your item in a minute. So, as you're going that, you see that there appears to be like it's a sack that's on the ground. It's kind of at the edge of the courtyard, just sort of sitting there. You're not really sure what's in it.
Groslab hit it with a stick.
Roll me a spot check to see if you notice it, because it's his item technically.
I was just gonna hit it to him.
Okay, well, you're all right. So you're gonna. Okay,
Like a golf swing, you know?
all right. Then roll me a strength check.
Oh shit.
Oh, that makes sense.
All right, so you hit it. It doesn't fly up in the air. It kind of just skids on the ground. But as you hit it, you hear meep, 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 as it comes to. Then it comes to a stop in front of Kane.
What happened? Honey. Fuck.
Kane,
Roslab's gonna rush forward, ready to hit it again.
Kane, do you pick up the bag?
Yeah, I'll pick it up and I'll look inside it too.
Kane, you pick up the bag, you look inside of it, and you see a rat poke its head out and look at you.
What the fuck?
Then you see another rat, and another, and another.
Oh my god, does this
And
bag have
another.
infinite rats?
I wouldn't say infinite, but you're also going to have to do a spell crafting check to figure out exactly how many are in there.
Okay, let's do that
I
then.
need to go deal with an emergency really quick.
Yep, go for it. Mhm.
Roslab think you have great soup bag now. Full mini
Oh
rats.
yeah.
All right, so
Look
what
at
you
that
figured
shit.
So what you figured out is this is it's not technically endless rats, but it is a bag of rats, and it's like a bag of holding. So the way it works is that you can release the rats at basically a give two rates. So if you just release a few of them at once, it releases 3d20 worth of rats. However, if you turn the bag inside out, or it is damaged or destroyed, 5d100 rats will then come out of the bag.
So you're
That
telling
lot
me
of soup.
I have basically the ability to bring back the Black Plague.
But you have the ability to flood the entire city with rats if you want to.
Yeah, that's pretty great, not gonna lie.
Indeed.
Nobody should ever mess with me now. Alright, well I have a rat sack. Let's go.
Okay, you got a rat sack. So I'm go- So I think
Do I
what I'm going to
control
do is
them?
uh
Are they just like
yes,
wild rats in a sack, pretty much?
you kind of control them because you're the one that owns the set. It's kind of almost like a spell. So when
Oh,
you release the rats, like the rats are going to do whatever they want, but they're probably not going to attack you.
oh, okay, I can live with that then.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. And before we get into this next section, I am going to send Arch a message privately. All right, I'll do
I
your
missed
item
you.
in a second.
Aw, love you too.
Everything okay?
No, Kisa has looks like ringworm or mage. It looks like mange. She's got a big bald spot and marks on her.
All right, so Purity, I'm going to roll a D100 to see what item you get. It landed on 18. So 18 is okay. 18 is one we haven't found yet. So, Purity, as you're kind of just walking along, you notice in a trash can, it looks like a glass ball filled with like a brownish liquid. It's a glass sphere with like no hole in it, but it's filled with like some kind of a brownish liquid. You're not really sure what it is.
Okay, so do I use the
If you want to figure out what it is, you can roll a spellcraft check.
Don't be a Nancy. Drink it.
I'll give it to you to drink.
Oh,
It's in a-
absolutely drink
It's
it.
in a sealed glass sphere, so you're gonna have to break the glass in order to drink it. You can tell that what's inside is not. It's a little thicker than water.
What the hell is this? Oh, is the teacher still around?
He is busy walking you to where he's going to have you meet the person that can help you with the saw issue.
Okay, so can I still show it to him?
Yes, you can if you would like to.
Teach, do you know what this is?
Oh, I haven't seen one of these in years. I mean, it depends on what level the spell is, but this is what we like to call a grease grenade. You just throw it. Once it shatters, it casts a grease spell and just
spreads grease everywhere. It's very messy, but can be very fun.
Sweet. I'm gonna put it in my bag. Woohoo.
All right, he gives you back the grease grenade.
Thank you.
And then he continues you on. Now, as he continues you on, you enter into kind of like a little meeting room, and you see that there's a waiting area with a chair and some magazines, and there's a fireplace in the background. And you see somebody in the chair, a woman sitting in the chair, reading what looks like a newspaper. She has it like kind of up in front of her, so you can't really see her face. And Professor Eldor comes up and says, "This is the expert I mentioned before. We don't call her up that often, and she's a little pricey, but if you want something that is going to saw through bone, she is the person that you are going to want to talk to. Miss, what was it again?"
It's Cavenport, darling.
"Yes, Miss Cavenport. Oh, God. I'm so used to that old name you used to go by. What was it? Sarah?
Syra. It's Syra. Thank you.
Oh, goody. Well, I have some students here at Spellweaver, and they, this group of fine young people here, and they are looking to, harvest the horn off of a unicorn.
And maybe
And
it's
they
Molly.
unfortunately need, well, they fortunately need a saw that is imbued with bone-cutting magic, something that I know you're very, very adept at.
Absolutely. I can. What? That sounds wonderful. You already have students who mutilating animals. What? Why wasn't I invited?
You were invited about 200 years ago, and then you blew up the damn tower.
Oh, that's right. Good times. All right. I think I might have something ready already. Unless, is this a custom job or was it just something in general?
As long as it can cut through a unicorn horn, I think that's all they really care about.
Just gonna pull one of the bones off of her armor, and it just like turns into a blade made of teeth, and she hands it over.
That is awesome.
All right. So Syra hands you over a bone knife that is capable of cutting through the unicorn horn.
Should be enough. Let me know if you need anything bigger.
Thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you
you're
very
welcome.
much. Thank you very much, Miss Cavenport. Drop by any time.
I won't do that. I hate the way this school smells.
Oh, you mean not like corpses?
Correct. And she just finger guns and
I like
walks away.
her. Maybe she could help me
all right.
learn to bring more things to life.
So are you just gonna do your finger snap thing and then just blink out of existence?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So that was our main campaign cameo for this.
Oh, I wanted to
good-
learn from
good.
her.
Maybe she'll be back. But for those people on the call who don't know who that character is, that is Arch's character from season 2, even though this is something that's set well after it. Which means I have to find a way for you to not die. But but now you guys have the knife in order to cut the horn off the unicorn.
So do we want to go and do the unicorn now? Do we have
That is
time?
up to you. You can do the unicorn now, and then you have probably one more day of classes, and then the finale.
Well, didn't we need to stop because Moko?
He said about another hour, so Moko, that is completely up to you. Do you want to stop now?
Either stop now or go for another 15 minutes. So I think we just stop it here.
Yeah,
I
stopping here
think
would be best.
we'll stop it here. That way we have enough, I think, left over for about 2 sessions. Because now you guys have all the things that you need to get the final object to open the door, and you have the other. So that I think that'll work itself out. So I think we can stop there.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got to go give a guinea pig